Good morning to all our partners all across the world. Once again, Ambassador Moses Adika here, and I want to welcome you to another episode of our weekly message. We're already on week 5, month 1, that is January, is almost coming to an end. And the biggest question that should be lingering, in your mind, the biggest question you should be asking yourself is, are you moving in the right direction so far? Based on what you've done in January, based on the sales that you've made, based on the progress that you've had, do you think you are moving in the right direction? Now, one thing about us humans is that you can easily change something very quickly and create a different kind of impact. Now, if you come to a realization that probably you are not moving in the right direction, you just simply need to, make certain shifts. You need to change the attitude you are approaching the business with. You need to change the seriousness. You need to change probably 1 or 2 activities that you have noticed you are not doing in the right manner. And if you make those changes, you'll be so surprised that February can even be much, much greater than, all the other months that you've experienced before today. So let's keep on, interrogating our business, especially these end months, so that we know what are the areas that maybe we can be creative with, what are the areas where we can add a few things, remove a few things to make our business better. Now, for today, I want to talk about a topic that I know a lot of us really mention it a lot of times, because the truth is this particular topic, it is what most leaders are looking for. And any leader who has it is definitely viewed, as someone who is a genius, someone who is out of the world. They are admired, their story is told everywhere. Yet those who lack this particular thing, their business is seen as crumbling. They are seen as weak people. They are seen as, people who are not heading anywhere. So I would summarize it as a whole as, the best friend that you can have in our business, and that is momentum. Momentum is the leader's best friend. And again, it is the leader's worst enemy. Therefore, it is something that we need to know how to, create it every other time. We need to know how to sustain it every other time. We need to know how to make our team stay within it all throughout the year, because in our business, there is no rest. In our business, there is no breaks, because every day is a holiday. As I said in one of the previous videos, if you don't love this business yet, then probably you are in the wrong place. You need to come to a point whereby you've already fallen in love such that you don't feel like, you're working each and every day, but you're enjoying the journey, the process, until you get to where you want to be. So let's talk about momentum today. And the first thing I want to mention is that before momentum comes to you, there is one rule that you first have to follow. And this rule states that personal momentum must, underline the word must, precede group momentum. What does that mean? That if you are probably wishing, if you are probably hoping that your business is going to be better, it does not start from outside. It does not start with your upline, it does not start with your downlines, it does not start with the cross lines, but it is going to start with you. That is why if you really want to bring this momentum within your organization, then you have to question, what can you do yourself that is going to contribute to that momentum? That is what we mean when we say personal momentum must always precede group momentum. So don't sit there and wait for your downlines, to perform miracles. Don't wait for your upline to come to your rescue. There is something that you can do. Fold your sleeves, get down to serious work and recruit those people. That is where momentum starts from. And if each and every one of us in the organization can just go down and, do their part, definitely it is going to, have that ripple effect. And before you know it, there'll be very huge momentum within the organization. Okay, so how do you create this personal momentum? How is this personal momentum created? That brings me to the second rule of momentum. And the second rule says that for momentum to kick in, you must compress the activities that you do in a long time and do them in a shorter period of time. For instance, if you usually take 1 year to recruit 30 people, this is just an example, you take a whole year to recruit 30 individuals, then this time round, if you can do this 30 within 1 month, it is going to produce more results long term than if you did it within 1 year. Let me repeat, that if you manage to recruit 30 people within a month, you are going to produce bigger results, you are going to produce a bigger team long term than someone who is going to do the same amount of work within 1 year. So we need to compress the activities. We need to be very wary of our time. We need to do things faster because, as they say, there's that cliche in our industry that success definitely loves speed. So this is where that speed comes in. If you're going to do your activities and compress them, do them at a very fast speed and recruit so many guys in a short period, talk to so many people in a short period, definitely the personal momentum is going to kick in. And once yours kicks in, the team is just a matter of time before theirs kicks in. So remember, number one, we said personal momentum must precede group momentum. Number two is the law of compressed activity. Whatever you usually do in a long period of time, find a way of doing it in a short period of time. Recruit so many people, talk to so many people, and you'll find your personal momentum is going to increase tremendously and your group must follow suit. Now that brings me to something that I've also witnessed amongst so many people within our group, within the industry. Now, once the compressed activity has happened, once many of us start seeing results, we make the biggest mistake that someone can ever make in our business. Once some of us see that money in the account, probably after bringing in these 30 guys, you make probably $500,000, just for example. Most of us will take this money and they probably go to relax. Some of them will go on holiday. Some of them will say, I've worked so hard the last 1 month, let me now take a break. And that is the biggest mistake you can ever make in our business. That is the biggest mistake you can ever make while working on building your own momentum. So don't take breaks. When your business is doing well, when your business is picking up, when the momentum has started kicking in, that is not the time to switch off. That is not the time to take the breaks. That is not the time to relax. That is not the time to go for holidays yet. There is nothing big to celebrate at this point. You still need to keep on pushing. You still need to keep on pushing because our business is like a car that probably is having a problem with its ignition system. That means for it to start, you have to push it, for some time. And you realize that as you're pushing the car, for those of us who have done it before, at the beginning you'll need a lot of energy. In fact, you might need to call so many guys to come and help you push this car. But the moment the wheels start rolling, you realize that you don't need the same energy you needed at the beginning of, the activity of pushing this car. And the same thing happens with our business. The moment your business starts to peak, don't leave it and go and rest. Don't slow down. Don't switch off. Don't go for holidays. Don't relax. Because if you don't sustain the previous activities that you have been doing, then definitely that momentum is going to crumble and you are going to go back to the original state where we started from, where you don't have momentum, where people see you as a lame upline, where people see you as an unsuccessful networker, and none of us wants to go back there. So once your business is already there, once your business is peaking, make sure you keep on doing the activities that got you there. Make sure you sustain that activity, and that becomes the third law that governs momentum. That for things to happen, for things to continue happening the way they were happening, for momentum to continue growing bigger and bigger, you have to sustain the activities that got you the momentum in the first place. So it's not yet time to relax, it's not yet time to switch off, it's not yet time to go on holiday. Keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. Personally, from experience, I'll tell you, if you really want to build huge, strong momentum, don't do it in months, do it in a period of like a year or two. Keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. When people think you are doing well, keep on pushing. When people think probably you should be satisfied, keep on pushing. And your momentum will grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Your team will be bigger and bigger and bigger, and you'll build an organization that everyone is going to admire. Last but not least, on the part of momentum, don't forget, this is a bonus point. As your momentum goes higher and higher, always remember to remain humble. Always remember to remain humble. And when I say remain humble, I don't mean that now your tail should be between your legs. What I simply mean is remain true to yourself, remain the same person that you are, remain that supportive leader, remain that supportive upline, remain a true networker. Remain that person who is still going to go down, prospect, invite, do those presentations, close the sales, sign up new people. Don't forget to do the activities that got you there. That is what we mean by humility in our business. Don't develop arrogance, don't develop the feeling that probably the people that you have been working with are now useless, always treasure your organization, treasure the people that you've always worked with. Remain humble, because even God loves humble people and He will always uplift them. And those are the three laws of momentum that can take you from a struggling business and within a few months get you to a point where the bills are no longer a problem, to a point where you have excess in your bank accounts, to a point where you are being called to mention your story in stages, to a point where people admire the way you are doing your business and the way you are growing. So as we get into a new month, this February, let's work on building personal momentum. Everyone within the organization, from wherever you are, in South Sudan, in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar, in Mombasa, in Eldoret, let us go seriously and work on our personal momentums. I believe the team momentum or the group momentum is going to kick in automatically once each and every one of us has already worked on their own part. That has been my message for this week. I hope it is going to help you somewhere. It is going to revive your energy. It is going to give you some hope that you can go ahead and build that huge organization. Over the period I've been around, I've seen people crumble and get up. They have fallen down, they have gotten up several times. And these are some of the rules that have always, gotten people back up, and they can help you to take your business to a whole different level. Again, today being a Wednesday, I want to remind you about our upcoming online session that is happening at 9 p.m. Invite massively. Those sessions are so impactful. Those sessions are going to help you in the conversion of your prospects that probably you've already trained. So invite all of them. Let them come and see our business again and again. You guys have seen the charity drive that we guys are having this weekend. The Project initiative has organized a very powerful charity event to go and support, the young ladies in school. And if you are blessed enough, if you are a true patriot of our organization, this is something that your hand should be felt. This is something that you cannot fail, to give something to. So from wherever you are, I believe there is a group that is circulating. The link is circulating in our WhatsApp groups. Join that group, and whatever God has blessed you with, give it with your whole heart. Be it 100 shillings, 200 shillings, 300 shillings, 1,000 shillings, 10,000, 100K. Give according to how you feel you are blessed, and let us go and support those young ladies. Our kickoff training is also coming up this Friday. Let's come in our numbers. Let's come ready to learn. Let's come hungry as we take our business to a whole new level. Thank you so much. That was the message for today, and I hope to see you guys at the top where we all belong.